Hi there, English 102 students, and welcome once again to the fall 2021 semester and to our class. I am your professor, Michael Bloomingberg, and what I want to do with this video is a couple of different things. I want to just very quickly show you the corner navigation series of links in our Blackboard page. And secondly, I want to focus in with course content and the expectations for week one assignments. So just to get things started, I want to draw your attention to the corner navigation links. What I encourage you to do is check them out on your own, play around with them a little bit, just get comfortable with the functionality of each one. Now, I do want to let you know that you are always going to land in the announcements part of our class when you log in to our Blackboard page. So at this point in time, I've only posted one announcement, which is a welcome to English 102, but I will post more, obviously, as we go through the semester and, even more this first week. I try not to overwhelm you with announcements, but I do like to keep you up to speed on what's happening in our class. And so when I do post those, I would respectfully ask you to check them out and review them carefully. Beyond that, the first place where you really want to start, and I mentioned this in the syllabus video, is to begin with Start Here. And if I click the Start Here tab, you're going to find a treasure trove of information about our class. There's going to be a general welcome part of the Start Here page. There's a place where I introduce myself. I also give the same introduction in the discussion board for the class introduction assignment. There's my contact information. Be sure to check out the civility code because it will allow you to understand how we are to respect one another in our learning environment. There's a link to download Microsoft Office if you haven't already had the chance to do that and you have your own computer. And then there are some learning support links like Tucker requirements, Blackboard tutorials, learner support links, and links to download the Blackboard mobile app. So check all of that out before you do anything else. And then once you get familiar with that information, the next link is the syllabus, and you do need to take some time to review it carefully. The syllabus is presented to you as a Word document in PDF. They are the exact same syllabus, just in different formats for your convenience. Also check out the syllabus video. I think you'll find that helpful with respect to understanding some of the specifics within the document. Now I'm going to skip for just a moment course content and the discussion board. Collaborate Ultra is going to be the area that you will go to if you ever want to have a conference with me. That's the place to go for conferences, but I'll share more information about that as we go through the semester. There's a link for my grades. The only two things showing in there right now are your first two discussion board assignments, but I've not looked at those yet as of the making of this video, and we're certainly not past due date yet. So, but just keep regular tabs on that because that's where I will provide feedback for all of your submitted work. Smart Thinking is an online tutoring system platform that we use here at SEC, and it is available for you to use free of charge. And then finally, there's an email, Mr. Bloomingberg link, which if you click it, it will afford you the opportunity to send me an email. Just be careful when you send it because you need to have a subject, which is a title for your email, and then you can compose your main message and only hit that blue submit button when you're absolutely ready to send your message. And there's a Blackboard help link down at the bottom as well. Okay, I said I was going to come back. So one of the things to note about our class pacing wise is that our class will operate according to weekly folders, which means we're only going to go 1 week at a time. Right now, you only have week one, which is measured as being August 16th through August 22nd. Now, what you need to do is note that every Monday morning, a new coursework folder will open corresponding to the week in which we're working. We measure a week at our classes starting on a Monday morning and ending on a Sunday night. So you'll have some due dates along the way. Like, for example, in week 1, you have a Wednesday and a Sunday due date. But you will not have any weekly due dates past Sunday, if that makes sense. So what you want to do every Monday morning is go to course content, and within course content, you will have a weekly folder. And I accidentally put the discussion board separate. I'm going to move that into the week 1 folder. So I'm just catching that glitch. By the time you see this video, that discussion board link will be in the week 1 folder. So what you need to do, and actually I'm going to stop share just so I can quickly move that in. Bear with me for just a second. Oh, and I'm not actually able to minimize here. So I'm just going to go in and move that over. While I'm doing that, and I apologize for the disruption in that, but what I do want to let you know is everything is self-contained within the weekly folder. So this will make much greater sense in just a moment once I get everything fixed. And it should now be fixed, but everything is self-contained. So, and it's also arranged in such a way, I'm going to put the share back up on the screen. I just moved that over. So everything is self-contained. So when you click in the week 1 coursework folder and course content, and maybe that's where I need to backtrack so you can see where I went. So I'm course content, and then you'll have the week 1 folder, and it will note the dates in the folder as well. So you're going to go ahead and click that. And I arrange these weekly folders and course content to be worked systematically, starting from the top and working your way down to the bottom. So always begin work in the coursework sheet. So I'm going to click that. And just like the syllabus, the coursework sheets present it to you as both a Word document and a PDF. So I'll just go ahead and click on the PDF. And in clicking on the PDF, I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger so you can hopefully see it a little better. Okay, so you have 2 discussion board assignments this week. And the first one is a class introduction. And you'll note that the due date for the class introduction is Wednesday, August 18th. And with each discussion board assignment, you need to have your initial posting of at least 100 words or more, and you need to reply to a classmate, or what we call a peer response. Both the initial posting and peer response is due by the 18th. And remember the importance of no-show policy. I'll post an announcement about that as well, so you'll know to be aware of that. But basically, you want to start right away with that. We'll take a look at the discussion board in a moment so you can get a better feel for how that's going to work. And also the English 102 syllabus discussion assignment. Now, you also need a 100 word or more initial posting and a 100 word or more peer response, 2 separate postings for each discussion assignment. But notice that your discussion board assignment for the syllabus, you have until Sunday, August 22nd to complete that one. So notice the 2 different due dates and be able to keep track of that. All right, I'm going to go back to the folder here. So you have 2 discussion board assignments. So the next thing we need to show you is how to get to the discussion board. You can get to it a couple of different ways. In the corner navigation below course content is a link for the discussion board, or I also link it in each week's folder, at least on weeks in which you have discussion assignments. So I'm just going to go ahead, either link will take you to the same place, but I'll just go ahead and click it in the week 1 folder. Okay, and Here you can see those discussion board assignments. The class introduction, let's take a moment to go over that together. For the first discussion assignment, take some time to give an extended introduction of yourself. Some things you can share, and you can feel free to look at my introduction as well. I shared some family information in mine, but you could share some things such as what town you're from. Maybe some of you are Somerset, some of you may be London, Corbin, maybe you're in Russell County, wherever you are. You could share that. You could talk about your academic major, your experiences with English and writing. You're only going to share what you're comfortable sharing, so don't feel like you have to give a lot of personal details. Please do note that you have to post your introduction, initial posting, before you'll be able to see what your classmates have posted. And then for the syllabus, and again, that's August 18th on that one. And then on the syllabus one, you're just addressing the following questions. After you've reviewed the syllabus and the syllabus video, be sure to check that out. What information, what specifics caught your attention? What information in the syllabus seems particularly important? And how do you feel about the class now that you've reviewed the syllabus? A quick note about your required peer response. You can split those responses up to include more than one classmate, but you still need at least 100 words combined for your response. If I could give you a good piece of advice, it would be to type all of your discussion board work in a Microsoft Word document and save it, whether you're saving it on a flash drive or using a cloud service. Save your work, because sometimes when you go to post it on Blackboard, it doesn't push through and we don't know what happens, but sometimes it glitches and you might end up losing your work. Now, that's not a big deal if you have it saved and backed up, but it's a pretty big deal if you lose it and you have to start back over again. So I'm going to click on the class introduction assignment. And you can see mine there, but you're going to click create thread, and your view will be a little bit different. And I see the issue now. I'm not in student preview mode. Let me go back and put that on so you can see exactly what it's going to look like on your end. So when you click the class introduction, you click that, and then you're going to need to click create thread. You need to give your initial posting a title. So you might say something like my introduction or something like that. Assuming that you have typed it on Word, it's not only good to do that to save it, but you can also spell check and all that good stuff. And then what you want to do is copy paste to this box. Please don't attach your work. Don't do that, because that makes your classmates and I have to go through an additional step to download your work. And I know, speaking for myself, I'd rather not do that. What that means is that if you put it in this little box right here, if you put it there and you hit the blue submit button, when your classmates and I click on, after it's posted, we click on your thread, we'll be able to pull it right up without having to download a Word document. So it's very, very good to do it that way. Okay. But I've already posted my introduction, but you can see that that's not visible, and it won't be visible to you or anything else your classmates have posted until you have created your own thread. So you have to do that first before you'll be able to see anything else. All right, I'm going to stop share. I think that's it. If you run into any problems or have any questions, just feel free to email me. I'm more than happy to work with you and try to get some pretty easy resolutions to these problems that you may be running into. So thank you very much for taking the time to check this video out. Hope you found it helpful. And that's it. Good luck as you're working through the first week in our English 102 class for the fall 2021 semester. Take care.